What happens when a musician who speaks in melodies meets a painter who sees sound in color? What unfolds when two artists, each hiding behind their craft, discover that true intimacy requires more vulnerability than any stage performance or gallery opening? When Art Between Us, When Sound Meets Color is a deeply moving contemporary romance that explores the intersection of creativity, emotional healing, and authentic connection. This is not just a love story, it's a meditation on what it means to be truly seen, to create without armor, and to build intimacy that transcends performance. Meet Dominic Hayes, the musician who learned to hide in plain sight. Dominic Hayes has spent his entire life translating emotions into music. From his first tentative notes on his grandmother's battered piano at age 6 to his current status as Atlanta's most sought-after music producer, he's mastered the art of making others feel deeply while keeping his own heart carefully guarded. At 31, Dominic has everything the industry promised: gold records lining his studio walls, a midtown penthouse with floor-to-ceiling windows, and a reputation for creating beats that capture the city's pulse. But success has come with a price. The music that once felt like sanctuary now feels like product. The silence between beats has become deafening, and the applause, no matter how thunderous, never quite reaches the hollow place inside him. Dominic's journey began in his grandmother's Crestview bungalow, where a chipped upright piano became his first language. Without lessons, he learned by ear, watching morning light stream across scratched wood as each note resonated through the silent house. His grandmother would peek in with her coffee, smiling at the tiny boy who coaxed more beauty from those keys than she ever remembered hearing. "You got something special, Dominic," she'd tell him. "Don't you ever let nobody tell you different." By 15, he was selling beats from a disc carefully tucked in his backpack, earning his first $20 from a neighborhood rapper named Vinyl Vibe. By graduation, he'd found his way into Electric Feel Studio under the mentorship of Blue, a legendary producer who taught him that equipment doesn't make music, people do. "Feel that?" Blue would ask, boosting the low end on a track. "That's not just sound, that's gravity. That's what makes people move." But somewhere between the basement sessions and the penthouse parties, between the gold records and the champagne-soaked celebrations, Dominic lost the connection that had first drawn him to music. He became a master at creating intimacy for others while maintaining careful distance in his own life. His relationships, both romantic and professional, followed the same pattern. Intense connection followed by careful withdrawal, passion mistaken for depth, chemistry confused with compatibility. On his 31st birthday, surrounded by confetti and celebrities at a Buckhead penthouse party thrown in his honor, Dominic experienced a vertigo of unfulfillment. This was the dream, wasn't it? The recognition, the money, the respect. So why did it feel like sleepwalking? He slipped away from his own celebration and wandered alone through Atlanta's pre-dawn streets, the applause falling away until all that remained was a quiet, persistent question: what next? Meet Aria Vaughn, the artist who painted her way through grief. Aria Vaughn speaks in colors the way most people speak in words. A visual artist and gallery curator, she possesses a rare form of synesthesia that allows her to see music as color, sound as texture, emotion as visible patterns dancing through the air. This gift, or curse depending on the day, has shaped both her art and her approach to love. After losing both parents in a car accident during her sophomore year of college, Aria learned to process her grief through paint. Art became her language for things too complex or painful for words. She built a career translating the invisible into the visible, helping others see the emotions they carried but couldn't name. Her studio apartment in Midtown became a sanctuary. Exposed brick walls, industrial windows framing the city like a living canvas, and 20-foot ceilings that gave her art room to breathe.